Besere Velt, I hope I pronounced that, well, means a better world in Yiddish. Yiddish was the language of Eastern European Jewish immigrants who flocked to the U.S. at the turn of the 20th century. They worked in the sweatshops, and Yiddish was the language of the Jewish labor movement. This 90-member chorus is part of the Workmen's Circle, which was founded in 1900 by those sweatshop workers. Today, the Workmen's Circle in Boston is home to a thriving cultural center and secular Jewish community, including a Jewish cultural Sunday school and secular holiday observances, as well as this amazing chorus. They've created a powerful show about the history of the Bread and Roses strike. The narration is adapted from Bruce Watson's well-researched and poetic book that tells the story of the strike as it unfolds. Please welcome Besere Velt, and on drums, Grant Smith, Maureen Medeiros, and Alan Goodrich.
They came from 51 different nations, living in tenements in the most densely populated neighborhood in the country, and were lucky if they could afford molasses with their morning bread. 28,000 men, women, and children worked in 30 mills in the city of Lawrence, some so large that they stretched for 4 blocks. By 1912, power looms that had run at 90 picks per minute in 1890 were racing at 100 The strike began like a spark of electricity, one overseer recalled. Racing into the Washington mill, men and boys shouted, "Short pay, all out, all out." Hundreds bolted past startled workers. Within minutes, more had left their machines. They stormed through the mill, shouting, whooping, calling to others, pulling knives. A few slashed the belts that rose like giant rubber bands, connecting machines to overhead camshafts. Machines coasted to a stop. Outside, strikers from other mills began gathering at the gates. Just after 10 a.m., police responded to the riot call. By 2 p.m., nearly 11,000 were on strike or locked out as the morning's frenzy spread through the city. That night, an organizer from the radical union, Industrial Workers of the World, took the midnight train from New York to Lawrence. In the days that followed, the IWW demonstrated what a difference it would make as the leader of this volatile strike. While the rattled mayor predicted further rebellion would lead to an awful slaughter, IWW organizers, first Joseph Ettore and Arturo Giovannitti, and later Big Bill Haywood and Elizabeth Gurley Flynn, urged strikers to be peaceful, yet unrelenting. The early violence and venting of rage gave way to a steely determination.
Sei stolz auf dein Arbeit, sei stolz, sei stolz, sei stolz auf dein Arbeit, sei stolz. Sie gibt dir das Recht, sie gibt dir das Recht, die Frucht der Welt zu genießen. Sei stolz auf dein Arbeit, sei stolz, sei stolz, sei stolz auf dein Arbeit, sei stolz. Sei mutig, sei menschlich und sei mit kein Knecht, dein Wert und dein Ort sollst du wissen. Mit Brust dir alleine, denn alles ist rein, du fleißige Hand mit deinem Hammer. Zu dir gehört alles, das Bräut und der Wein, das Eisen, das Gold und der Marmor. Der gern. Sei mutig, sei herrlich und sei nicht ein Knecht und schmied nicht und trag nicht kein Zwangen. Sei stolz, sei stolz.
By midweek, Lawrence resembled an earner, clubbed and beaten. One young worker was bayoneted to death. But by the end of the week, more than 20,000 were off the job.
Gottes fathers, honest mothers, India, children, playing barricades, building barricades.
I want to be there.
Thousands joined in, as they would again and again in the weeks that followed, each in his or her native language.
Arise, ye prisoners of starvation. Arise, ye wretched of the earth. For justice thunders condemnation. No more traditions change shall bind us. Arise, ye slaves, no more in front.
Mic check!
Check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
In 1912,
In 1912,
the richest 1%
the richest 1%
owned 45%
owned 45%
of all the wealth.
of all the wealth.
Over the last 30 years,
Over the last 30 years,
we have witnessed
the
greatest transfer of wealth
greatest transfer of wealth
to the top 1%
to the top 1%
in the history of modern society.
in the history of modern society.
In 2012,
In 2012,
the top 1%
the top 1%
of the nation's people
of the nation's people
own more wealth
owned more wealth
than the bottom 90%.
than the bottom 90%.
The rent! Tiergeld, the rent! My God, we have to pay the rent! Tiergeld, 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 Bushmen sollen! Tiergeld,
America's conscience.
into all their demands, including wage increases from 5 to 20%. Their victory in 1912 was stirring but temporary. Owners soon reneged on the agreements and fired strikers in reprisal. As early as the 1920s, the mills of Lawrence began relocating to the even cheaper southern states, out of the reach of union organizers. The victory we celebrate today is one step in the long struggle for dignity in the workplace.
Sí puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, Sí se puede. 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 Sí se puede.
To finish, we'd like you to join us in singing a well-known IWW song. You'll get pie in the sky when you die, that's a lie. Politicians come out every night, trying to tell you what's wrong and what's right. And ask about something to me. They will answer in voices so sweet. You believe by and by in that glorious land of the sky. And pray on Sean. All of our audience participants.
Our chorus director, Lisa Gallatin.